from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Buckles on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're going to get this up to midfield. First Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Brought down by Willie Gay.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there in the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
One of the league's best and most consistent wide receivers in his 10th season in the league. Keenan Allen is just automatic at this point. Nice catch from him there for a first down. 100 catches, 1,100 yards, at least 6 touchdowns a season. Wash, rinse, repeat. But let's not take him for granted. He's a terrific player.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Chiefs had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
22 yards there, a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's bringing it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A.
First down, Chargers.
These two teams all tied after one. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Draw play. It's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down and 4. Herbert tosses the out route here to Gallup. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
There'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now that 3rd and goal coming up, can you imagine being in that over partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
And they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers have moved out in front. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Now this throw caught left side.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Mahomes again.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
If this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen, here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Pick it up.
Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And it's intercepted.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
In trouble, and he's taken down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's get it. Let's go. Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Herbert off of play action. His throw incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Pass incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where he's sitting right now in the 3rd quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Allen, the man in motion right. Herbert throwing again. Williams brings it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Mike Williams.
31 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again.
Micah Parsons.
The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running.
We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Fortson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So, for the Chargers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.